Hi everyone, welcome to the video. So I've dressed up for the occasion because I feel like this shirt makes me feel like a sailor and the album is called Yellow Submarine. In my mind this makes sense. Yeah, I'm going to be listening to Yellow Submarine for the first time. I am going to skip two songs, Yellow Submarine and All You Need Is Love, because I did listen to them already. I am going to combine this and listen to the 4 songs I don't know and also listen to Hey Jude and Lady Madonna. Got my keyboard next to me. Maybe I should pull that in so you can actually see some of it. I've got the Beatles complete score to help me because as much as I would wish to be one of those people who can just pick up things very quickly, I am not, which is fine. That's why I have this to help me. And more than anything else, I hope you enjoy it. One thing I would like to mention that I am kind of annoyed at myself that I haven't mentioned yet, George Martin. His contribution to the arrangements is something that I feel like I should acknowledge and haven't yet, and I just want to say truly some of the arrangements he has had with the scores, like I am calling them scores but like the orchestral instruments, I think has really helped contribute to their sound developing things, so I just want to point that out as well. So the first song is called Only a Northern Song, lead vocals by Harrison. Only a Northern Song makes me somehow think it's a folk song. Kinda wrong on it. Listening to this song. The vocals are really low in the mix, it's hard for me to understand it. Organ. Is that a trumpet? When you're listening late at night. Are they not quite right? But they are. Matter what chords I play, what words and time of day it is, as it's only. This is a lot of sounds going. Or if my hair is brown, well it's and out of key. You're correct. That bass is having a fun time. Okay, we're just having a breather right now. I feel like I'm having a similar reaction when I first listened to A Day in the Life, like that section that is just like orchestral. People seem to be surprised that I didn't like that section. Like, I found it quite overwhelming to listen to. This is quite overwhelming for me personally. So much percussion, like with the metal sounds. Then you have that trumpet that's just like going for it. What is that? Then you have that continuing on, fading out on the organ. I'm so sorry, I feel like I don't have too much to add to this song. It just a little bit overwhelming for me personally, so let's go to the next one. This one's called All Together Now. All together right now, for me. Is it this one?
1, 2, 3, 4. Can I have a little? 5,
6, 7, 8,
10. I love you. C, D. Can I bring my friend to tea? E, F. Sail the ship. Boom, boom.
Why are they doing that?
Look at me. All together now. All together now. All together now.
All together now. All together now.
I take my friend to bed. Pink, brown,
There's a nice little glockenspiel, is it, or something?
all together now.
There's like a bike bell or something?
All together now. All together now.
Yeah, so I've got the harmonica, which is something they did, obviously you all know, back in the day. Yeah, it sounds like there's this high-pitched glockenspiel or a bell, which is really nice because a lot of these sounds, to me at least, seem to be really sitting in the mid to low frequency. Even though vocals, they're not very high. They're like, all together now, they don't go really that high. So having that high frequency, you're just like, oh, it's like a little refresher, in my opinion. I guess you have the harmonica, it's kind of high, isn't it?
Look at me. All together now.
All together now. And then it like a boat horn. Speeding up. I don't really hear it that often, having songs that speed up tempo towards the end, or just a general change in tempos is quite unusual in the realm of like popular music from what I have heard. Key signatures, but a tempo change like speeding up and isn't too often done, and they kind of did that a little bit in Blackbird. I'm pretty sure it's like that it slows down a little bit and then it's kind of like a bit of a swing to go back into the tempo it was. All the sounds seem to be really there to help create the environment that they're on a boat. Even the song structure of it sounds like they're all singing. Like, this is the first time I've heard it and it was very easy for me to sing along. It's like one of those kind of songs. But the next one is called Hey Bulldog. And you gotta think a song called Hey Bulldog is like, it's like rock and forceful. However, in order to go with the Yellow Submarine, quite similar in style to this. That's gonna be my guess. And would you look at that, it's in the key of E major. I swear, anytime I pay attention to what key signature is in, it's always E major. So every time I see E major now from the Beatles, I'm like, oh, but of course. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Guitar mirroring the piano.
Standing in the rain. What makes you think you're something special when you smile? Jackknife in your sweaty hands. You don't know what it's like to listen to your fears. And talk to me.
So as you can hear, the piano is just doing this like eighth note thing and then changing each chord, and just having that continuous pulsing piano that doesn't really change that much is creating a level of familiarity straight away. Just to point out, this chord B, they're not playing it in the root note, so therefore when they go to the F sharp minor, it's less of a jumpy movement. Oh, I love that riff. The bass and the guitar are mirroring there to enforce it. You're up.
Solitude is measured out in you.
And you.
Can't talk to me.
Now adding the snare in to add that energy. Sounds James Bondy again. Bulldog, okay. Really noticing how the snare is used, how it's taken away and added.
What do you think?
That's a real dog, right? Oh, they prevented it. Now, why did that bit sound weirdly James Bondy? I just want to break that section where they sing "You Can Talk to Me," and I was like, it sounds really James Bondy, and it's because all they're doing is moving the 5th to the 6th to the 7th. So it's B minor, and then they're just moving it half a step, and then half a step again, dun, 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 dun. And it creates this really nice tension, and it weirdly is sounding James Bondy to me. So I just wanted to kind of point that out because I don't know, I just thought it was quite a cool sound to talk about. And as I mentioned before, because they just have that consistent 8th note pulse, that's the way they grab the attention. They didn't strip it away. They moved it by moving up a half step going. So it's kind of clever how they did it that way. It's all too much. Words and music by George Harrison. So is it going to be like really moody and have some electric guitar? That's right! No. Some lovely organs, but very reverby, aren't they? Da, da, da. It's like a odd sound with the clap. I don't know what it is. Oh. Oh. Quite prevalent in the mix. This is a cool sound. It's cool how they've used the electric guitar and the feedback of it to be the foundation of the song, and how they're just building upon that sound, and that has kind of created this atmosphere. Don't ask me what this means. I love the electric guitar. To be. Okay. What is that? Sounds like a duck. Oh, is it a wooden thing? Of course we have brass. So that clap has so many sounds on it. So when the electric guitar strips away, it kind of like is a rest for a moment. To have the trumpets there, so interesting. Sounds very rejoiceful. It's like stripped away, got quieter, now building up. Too much, too much, too much. The thought I just had there was that having another kind of surprise ending by having too much, too much. To me, that, at least to me, it was kind of a surprise. Like, I wouldn't have expected that. So it reminds me of the earlier days. They did that quite often, and then towards the middle, they're going to stop a little bit. And so it just reminded me of that for a moment. That was kind of joyful. It's interesting because when it first begins, it kind of sounds like a rock song with that guitar. But then you have the brass comes in and it completely changes the atmosphere, which is such a good point to demonstrate how much an instrument can change atmosphere. If that brass was taken out, it would not have that kind of rejoiceful, like celebrity, kind of happier feeling to it, which I just think is a really good demonstration of what an instrument can do. So I am gonna now jump over and listen to Hey Jude. I have heard this song before. It's a bit of a story. So I went to acting school in Australia, and we had teachers from America fly out to come and teach us for certain terms. And the teacher's name was Karen, and after the scene study of the day, she wanted to celebrate by singing Hey Jude. And I didn't know Hey Jude. So there's a bunch of actors, they're singing Hey Jude. They're like, Hey Jude. And I'm just like, because I didn't know it. And then they're like, better, better. I'm like, better, better. Like, it's always so awkward when you don't know the song that everyone knows and everyone's singing. You're like, let's just smile and pretend I'm not singing because I'm so happy. Oh, so that's the first time I ever heard Hey Jude.
Hey Jude, take a sad song and make it better. To let her into your heart, to make it better. Don't be afraid, you were made to. You let her under your skin, then you begin. Time you feel the pain, hey Jude, refrain.
I kind of love how simple this arrangement is. It's the piano, it's his vocals. We then get a bit of a tambourine and a backing vocal, and then we get the drums, and it's all just like all the instruments that any band would have accessible to them. You know, not every band has all these orchestral instruments, and not every band has an electric guitar, and it's just like these acoustic instruments, and it kind of just feels caring. It matches the feeling of the song. It creates the feeling of the song. It feels safe and like comfortable. We know how these instruments sound, you know, there's none of this experimentation that we've just heard in the previous songs, you know, and it's just it's a goodie, isn't it? That vocal's so beautiful.
Let her into your heart, then you can start making.
Very slidey harmonies.
You know that it's just you. Hey Jude. Yeah.
what I'm noticing, just to keep that melody interesting, as if it's not interesting still, they've altered the Hey Jude bit slightly and they're adding harmonies to like keep it building and keep it growing. Better. And now the strings come in just to add to the glorious atmosphere. I love how they just kind of do the rock vocals towards the end. Like it starts with like a ballad and like ah at the end. All I'm just thinking, if that performed live, you can just imagine everyone be like da 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 da. Like I just feel like it would be such a nice thing to experience live. So I did mention before that a lot of the instruments they were using are instruments a lot of bands would have access to, and then in the end we have the strings and the brass. However, I feel like this is a song that you could still perform and it wouldn't be affected by not having those instruments. Whereas some of the other songs, like from Sgt. Pepper, it may be difficult to do those without those orchestral instruments, but this one you could very easily do. So you know the melody where it's like, take a sad song? I think that part to me is so melodically beautiful, and I'm like, why is it so? So basically it's in the key of F major and we're starting on the G, take a sad, and jumping all the way up to the F. And I don't know, I think there's something about reaching to the F, which I guess is the one, but the octave higher, and there's something nice about that reach. It's just kind of beautiful. I really enjoy this song. It just has a nice warm feel. It's got that classic Paul McCartney flair touch dabble onto it that makes it feel like ah. Editing me realized that I completely forgot about the song Revolution, so never fear, I'm gonna listen to it right now, so let's go. So Revolution 1, kind of bluesy, chill, shoo-be-doo-up vibes, okay? Revolution 9, traumatizing. Kidding. But you know, quite so different to what I had expected. Oh, it's the same, but more rock and faster. Oh, there we go.
But when you talk about destruction,
Shoo-be-doo-up.
right,
No somewhere.
no.
1, 2, 3, 4, bum, bum, bum. I was wondering if they were gonna. Okay. So it's funny that they have these keys that are kind of bluesy, which kind of lean into Revolution 1, like more that style. So it's like it's rock, but then they're like paying homage or homage to Revolution 1 by kind of having this bluesy aspect. I feel like this is a really cool study of how you can change the feeling of a song through arrangement. Like they're doing that classic rock thing where they strip everything away and they just have the percussion and the vocals, and the energy comes back in with the guitar, and stripping that all away is something that they did so often back in the day. So I just think it's really cool comparing the two versions in terms of arrangement. Somewhere you know.
You ain't gonna make it with anyone.
Bum, bum, bum. Oh, wasn't surprising. Wasn't expecting the guitar there. Okay, so I didn't know that this would kind of be a rock version, so there you go, there's that. Yeah, I enjoyed it. The last song for today is called Lady Madonna.
Lady Madonna, children at your feet. Wonder how you managed to pay the rent. Did you think that money was heaven sent? Sunday morning creeping like
Descending bass on the piano is nice.
see how they run.
Nice. So you've had the guitar added in just to add some more oomph. That section there is so nice because it just lets you chill out for a minute because this song's really energetic.
Tuesday afternoon is never morning, papers didn't come. See how they run.
Oh, it's so good.
Baby,
Madonna. That was just quite joyful. So apologies, they're saying pa 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 pa.
see how they run.
That harmony is so lovely. So I'll put the sheet music up here. See how they run. And the reason that last chord sounds so nice is because they have two notes just one whole step away from each other, creating this weird like tension. Da, 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 da. And it just sounds so lovely. Oh, I love it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it was entertaining. Thank you so much for spending your time here, and I hope you enjoy my other videos, and until next time, bye.